Well, listen, for the benefit of those who are here, and I'm not going to hold you. Um, I think we lost Bahati, but that's okay. Um, as we multitask, I know some of us are here, and we got some viewers who are watching us on Facebook Live on our Miles Park Facebook page. So thank you for joining us. And for those who are going to catch us in the replay on our YouTube page, thank you so much for joining again. I'm going to go and get this started. We're not going to hold you long, and we're going to just go right head on with our presentation for today, and to share all just some pieces and parts of that. Hopefully won't hold you too much. And so I'm going to do is now share my screen for all those who are in the room right now and those who are going to be joining us a little bit later. I'm going to go, oh, here we go. All right, so welcome to the Miles Park Parent Edition Lunch Bunch. This is our SPO, our School Parent Organization meeting for January 27, 2021 at 2:00 p.m. Again, hopefully we got a little late, challenge with the Zoom link, but we up and rolling. We got it together. And so we're going to go right ahead on with our presentation. So again, I'm Anthony Brown. I am the Dean of Engagement here at Miles Park. Objective for today's gathering is for families to develop and reinforce educational supports, mental, physical, brain skills, organization, and social emotional learning. And some of our staff, if they join us, I know some of them are kind of going to be bouncing in a little bit. We'll be providing some strategies of support and opportunities to engage families with needed resources to support your scholar in the virtual and hybrid learning environments. Participating families will receive grabbing kits. So we're going to be putting together I'm going to show you what we're going to provide with you all in a little bit, and including some books, organizers, planners, manipulatives, etc. So with that, I am, I'm going to come back to this. I do want to play Kahoot. I think I'm going to close with this game and maybe something a little bit later. But let me move on. So just want to remind all of our viewers again, for the month of January, our Character Counts word of the month is fairness. And again, we want to make sure our students were learning in the curriculum, in their SEL, their social emotional learning time of the day, like a little 15, 20 minutes where they start the day or end the day. It's about fairness this month. And it talks about, again, by playing by the rules, taking turns and sharing, being open-minded, listening to others, of course, taking advantage. Don't take advantage of others, and not to blame other people carelessly, and treat all people fairly. And we use it also from the whole idea of using, because Martin Luther King Day was this month, and we celebrated his holiday, his birthday, and and of course what's happening in our country and our world and things of that nature. It's been interesting, to say the least, but we want to make sure that even all people, all colors, all religions, all faith, all creeds, all ages are treated fairly. And so that's what our students have been learning in our classrooms again. So hopefully you all parents can share that same conversation at home with your scholar. I'm not sure if she's on the call right now, but if she does join us a little bit later, we will hear a word from our principal. Hopefully you've been getting her emails and messages through Schoology and maybe through the automated calls on the weekends. And things of that nature. If you're not, please make sure that you call the school to update your phone number and or email so we can make sure that we are communicating with you in the most efficient way possible. So if she joins us a little bit later, we will definitely make time for her to have a word. I don't know if any of you all have been watching the news or just seeing what's been happening in our country or even in our community as it relates to the pandemic and what's going on with getting tested or providing the vaccination or things of that nature. But a part of our family support, we do want to share with you a message from our CEO, Eric Gordon, with an update that just came out probably less than an hour ago. And so we want to share that with you all right now.
Hello, this is Eric Gordon, Superintendent CEO of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, with an important message for our student scholars, parents and caregivers, and the greater CMSD community. As you know, on January 15th, I announced that CMSD will remain in a remote learning environment for the first half of the third quarter through February 26th. At the time of that announcement, a little over a week ago, I also committed to communicating our preparation efforts to begin a transition to hybrid learning as soon as the public health conditions and safety measures permit us to do so. I am pleased to share that the COVID-19 trends in Ohio have finally begun a slow but steady decline in the number of new cases daily, as well as the number of hospitalizations and deaths resulting from those new cases. This is good news for Ohio and a trend I hope we will continue to see as we move into the month of February. At the same time, Governor Mike DeWine has chosen to prioritize K-12 school district employees for vaccinations beginning as soon as next week, ultimately ensuring the safety of our teachers and other educators as we plan to reopen schools. This too is good news. CMSD has been working closely with officials from the Cleveland Department of Public Health to begin the vaccination process for our over 7,000 employees, substitute employees, and contractors that support learning and teaching across our district and community. When vaccines become available to CMSD, we will begin operating 2 employee vaccination centers, enabling all CMSD employees who wish to be vaccinated the opportunity to do so. The safe and effective vaccination of our employees will take time, both to provide the first dose vaccine to all 7,000 employees and for the 3 to 4 week incubation period before administering the second vaccine dose. The speed at which we can complete the process will also depend on the availability of vaccines in Ohio and specifically for Cleveland. We are anticipating learning when we will receive our first delivery of vaccines and will be able to begin vaccine administration by Friday of this week. I am pleased to share this first step in ensuring our employee educators are safe to return to school in preparation for our hybrid learning model. Soon, all CMSD families will be receiving a back-to-school mailer with additional information regarding hybrid planning. At that time, students and their parents will be asked to elect whether they prefer to shift to a hybrid model when we are safely able to do so, or whether they wish to remain in a remote learning option. Both options will be honored. No family will be required to move their children to hybrid learning if they're not ready to do so, and no family will lose their seat at their school, regardless of the option they choose. Again, I will be communicating additional information about our preparation for the hybrid learning environment soon. Finally, while there is hope that this coronavirus outbreak will soon be behind us, the pandemic is not yet over. Please continue to wear your mask, maintain social distancing, and wash and sanitize your hands frequently. And please look for more information about our hybrid planning efforts soon. Thank you.
Well, as you can hear from our CEO, that it looked like there is some progress happening and supporting our families. So hopefully soon, depending on how things move and progress with this vaccination, and for those staff and those members of the community, hopefully we'll be in a place, and hopefully maybe by, who knows? I don't want to put a date on it yet because I don't want to be the one saying the wrong date, but who knows, soon there may be an opportunity that we'll have some of our scholars back in the building, and even in a hybrid situation. But again, you have an option whether you want to come in the building or if you want to still stay remote. But we want to make sure we're providing you with whatever resources possible in either case. So thank you for that. We also want to share with our families who may be watching now or later. Again, we know that this has not been the easiest of tasks, working with your scholar at home. And we so miss them here at Miles Park and being part of the Hornets Nest family, to see their smiling faces and jubilant faces here in the building. So we just wanted to, again, provide you with another resource and strategy of how you can support your scholar at home, because OMG, I know for some parents, you are just pulling your hair out like, OMG, it can be a lot to handle. So we found this one particular video we thought was really engaging and insightful and inspirational to you, to kind of, at least let you know you are not out here by yourself. And it's encouraging to see other parents also encourage other parents. So we thank this particular parent who provided this video about a parent's guide to distance learning, surviving the virtual classroom. Hope you enjoy.
I'm ready for school.
Remember, we're not going anywhere. We're staying home for distance learning.
Again. Time for reading. Time for math. Time for shop class. I don't know where my green pencil is. This isn't really working for me. 101, 102, 103.
Are you playing games?
No. Good morning, friends. Do you like my new outfit? I'm supposed to be doing math. Time for yoga. Time for cooking. Time for recess.
Great job with your schoolwork today. You worked really hard.
Do I get a puppy?
No, but we can do all this again tomorrow.
Aw, man.
So I can only imagine that's probably what some homes might look like, because it's, again, that whole structure. We want to, again, encourage our families to know some other tips in encouraging school success is take your child's talk to your child's teachers. You have to talk to your child's teachers. Read together. It's okay for you all to read together. And we're going to hopefully get some books in real soon that you can do that. Again, like the video said, have that regular study time or that quiet time or that space for your scholar. Get involved in some school events. Like, you're watching this now, whether you were here live or you are watching it in the replay. So shout out to all my replayers who are watching the show right now. And again, we want to just not only just acknowledge our young people, but as you're staying up and staying current with the students, if you didn't know, again, parents, you can access their activity through Clever. There's a parent access. So again, if you don't know about that, please make sure you give us a call here at the school. It's 216-838-4450, so we can get you connected to the right teacher, so we can make sure we have your username and password, so you can be able to follow along with the students' access and their grading and their progress. So, and reward those good efforts. So once you see, don't just take their word for it, because so often students are saying, "Oh, mom, dad, I did my work," and then we find out at the end of the grading period, you get these phone calls saying, hey, Mr. and Miss so-and-so, we got to meet with you because they haven't been coming to class. And if they don't come to class, then that becomes an attendance issue. So while I'm there real quick, we're going to start mailing out some of these postcards talking about every school day counts. So reminding you about your attendance in school. This is going to be one of our first steps, second step, third steps before I don't want to have to go any further than step 2. Please don't let me do that. So again, we want to just support you. So make sure they're doing their work and logging in. Don't just take their word for it. We want you to make sure that you're going to have access. You can check out their progress as well. All right. So speaking of some resources and tools, on the screen, you'll see some like a growth mindset journal, some flashcards, some calculators, organizers, some other manipulatives, some checkoff charts, some other social emotional books. We've ordered some school supplies for you to take home. Yes, We've ordered a variety of supplies for various grade levels. So we're going to be putting these grab and go bags together just for you, mom, dad, caregiver, grandparent, aunt, uncle, whomever is taking care of our wonderful scholars. So we have something for you. Now, it's going to be on a limited supply, first come, first serve. But part of that is you're going to have to communicate with me. So if you're not following us on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, you got to make sure you watch those messages, because there may be some given day I may put up an Instagram post and say, if you like this post or you respond, that'll put your name in the hat to get one of these bags, or even on our Facebook page. So again, you can find us on all of our social media. Just look up under Miles Park School and you can find us real easy. Let's see. We also, just a couple quick announcements. See, I told you I won't hold you long. I wouldn't hold you long. As another resource, again, we want to make sure that you are aware of the fact that the Greater Cleveland Food Bank is providing another food drive-through distribution this Thursday, January 28th, 2021, from 1 to 4 p.m. There's information right there at the City of Cleveland Muni Lot. There are some instructions, so hopefully if you're watching this on the replay, you can hit pause real quick so you can get all the information. If not, we have emailed this. Well, it's on our Schoology announcement. It is also on all of our social media pages. So please make sure you take advantage of that if this is a resource that you need to benefit from. Our Say Yes to Education, we have Mr. Raymond Hill, who is in the building, who's providing a phenomenal service to our community, is doing this survey. Now, there's some surveys that we need parents to take, I think for staff to take, and for even students to take. Now, we got some raffles and some gift cards to give away. Well, how do you get this? Well, you got to take the survey. So in a moment, once I get through flipping through, I think Mr. Hill is still here on the line. I'm going to have him talk a little bit more about the survey, and we'll make sure we drop those links in the chat, or we'll make sure we post them again on our social media so you can take advantage of what is available, and you can get some of these services. All right. Parents, we would love to have you join us daily. We normally do a lunch, but I've been off on the lunch bunch for a couple of days because our Zoom link was kind of real persnickety. But I think we got it together. We got a backup system for right now. So parents, we would love to have you join us on a Zoom call. And join the lunch bunch with your scholar. Parents, you could be part of the conversation. You can talk about current events. We can talk about recipes. We can play a game. You can read a book to our scholars as well. Or if you want to do a hands-on activity and you and your young person wants to show us a favorite lunch meal that you can cook, maybe how you put together your peanut butter and jelly sandwich with all the trimmings and fixings on the side, or maybe you're warming up some food and you can show us some of your favorite delights and we can share it with other scholars. Or if you got a word of inspiration that you want to share with our other parents and scholars, we invite you to join. You can see the times below on different days and times when we are meeting with our scholars. You are more than welcome to come and be a part of that. Listen, I told you I would not hold you long. I think I am. For February, I talked about our character counts word for January is fairness, but February is going to be respect. Also in February, here's a chance for you parents. We need you. We need you and your scholar. We're doing our 3rd annual Black History Zoom-boree. Now, you all probably knew it last year as the Poetry Slam. I think that's what you all called it last year. But this year, we're going to expand it. We're going to do some poetry. We're going to do some Black History trivia. We're going to do some African dance. You can sing a song. You and your scholar can both join in all the fun. So we're going to make sure we email this out, put it on all of our social media so you can sign up to be a part of it. So that'll be our February parent activity and meeting on February 24th, 2021 from 2:30 to 3:30 that afternoon. So we hope that you can join us and be a part of that. So listen, told you I wasn't going to hold you long. I don't see Mr. Hill anymore. I think he had to step away. No worries. But again, I wanted to make sure that we had a chance to just chat with you for just a moment. I'm going to just double check and make sure if there was any questions, from anybody on Facebook. I don't see any right now. No worries at all. So thank you for joining us for this quick afternoon check-in. If I can leave a word of inspiration or encouragement to you all as to my parents and adults in the room, because so often, who encourages you? So I do want to just be able to say real quick, I'm going to just share this word of encouragement that I saw today, and I wanted to share with some people, and I'm going to share with you all today. And I saw a quote, and it said, when looking back doesn't interest you anymore, you're doing something right. Now, actually, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this one instead. This is what I want to do for today. When you have more than you need, build a longer table, not a higher fence. When you have more than you need, build a longer table, not a higher fence. And what do I mean by that? Is there anyone out there that wouldn't want to live in the overflow? You know, just the overflow. Think about that. You know, fences create walls that could potentially block your next breakthrough, your next opportunity, your next blessing. Much like the saucer is to a coffee cup. If you pour too much in that coffee cup, the saucer is there to catch it, the overflow. Imagine a world where we can bless others through our blessings. Invite them to the table so we all can eat. All right, hey, I'm Anthony Brown. It's been fun, but I gotta run. This has been a joy to be here, to kind of do our parent engagement opportunity. Again, thank you for all the replayers. We're going to share this video out, and then we will see you on February 24th for our 3rd annual Black History Zoomboree. And I hope to see you in Lunch Bunch. You know, join your scholar, join your other colleague, your other friend, your other family, parents and friends, invite them along. You can come on, read a book, share a story with us, and we will have a good day. Until next time, I will see you later, and bye-bye.